Greetings and welcome to Alonzo Bash podcast. Thank you everyone for supporting and subscribing to the podcast. And, yeah, everything's looking pretty good, pretty good. So once again, make sure and share, follow, like, and subscribe. Of course, the podcast is available on all platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, etc., etc. But anyway, today we have a special guest. This brother, I've known him for a long time. I actually did some numbers. I actually known him for at least almost 18 years. Um, he's a father, he's a grandfather. He's from the country of Jamaica. Of course, he's an entrepreneur, and I should really say a business owner because there's actually a difference between entrepreneurs. No offense to anyone else, and business owners. So we're gonna definitely get into that. Without further ado, my good friend Marlon, welcome, brother.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah,
Yes.
the other program I was gonna use have hand claps and all that. So today we're gonna
But let's put them on that clap. Yeah.
So what's going on, man? What's going
Yeah,
on?
there. Enjoying a day to relax.
Right,
So,
right. Mhm.
yeah.
See,
So,
as I told you, I loaned up my my program. Now I gotta reset every damn thing all over again. But anyway, there we go. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Place of birth.
hmm?
Place of birth.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Spanish Town, Jamaica.
Spanish Town.
Yeah.
All right. So what was it like as a youth growing up in Spanish Town in early days?
I left Spanish Town was about 10, and you know what? It was interesting. At 10, you have no worries at all. Then we moved from Spanish Town to Clarendon, where you get to enjoy your teenage life.
Yeah.
Waking up, can leave the front door open and know about nobody coming at the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are days when you're not worried about nothing at all. Just
Yeah.
enjoy being a youth.
Mhm.
So yeah, but it was good. I actually enjoyed. I found my dream from about 12. I know what I want to be in life. So
At 12?
at 12, live it every day. I go to work. I live my dream.
Wow. Well, the thing is, Spanish Town, a lot of talent came out of Spanish Town, and still, as far as music is
Yeah,
concerned, you know,
yeah,
um, a lot of big names came out of Spanish
yeah.
Town.
Because well, from moved from Spanish Town to Clarendon, and I used to go to a school called Dental, and I
Okay.
still got to go to Spanish Town every day to get to school.
Yeah.
So it's basically seeing where you grow up, know the street where you go. And it's funny because I went back, but last year I went back, I tried going that block and I almost forgot where I used to live.
Oh, yeah.
Everything changed. Yeah.
Well, I hope for
So,
the better.
yeah, it got worse, but
Really?
the house and everything changes and there's certain stuff you can mark out where you used to live. But
Mm.
apart from that, it's just the thing just kind of different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was good though. It was good. I enjoy going back to Jamaica every time.
Right. Nice.
It's a
Nice.
relaxed time. Yeah.
It's always a
Yeah.
good time to come back home, man. All
Yeah.
right. So you mentioned at 12, you knew exactly what you wanted to do as an
Yeah.
adult. When you,
Yeah.
when you decided, not decided, but when you knew it was going to be an adult.
Yeah.
How that happened? Give me how at a young age, because most have grown folks still trying to figure it out. So at 12, what was the deciding factor? Like say, hey, you know what? This is the direction I want to go. How that came about?
So my next door neighbor had a whole truck and they were rebuilding the engine.
Okay.
So the guys came there and pulled the engine out and they did it in his backyard.
Yeah.
So I stood there watching them and the guys saw the engine on the ground. And I'm like,
Hey,
yo, that's it.
hey,
I,
wait.
that's I want to fix cars or truck, and that's what I want to do. And from 12, I'm like, I want to. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a mechanic. I want to fix cars. I love cars. I even want to drive a racing car, road rally cars.
Yeah.
But we grew up with parents poor. We don't have no car, so
Yeah.
there's no way to get the money to buy a car for race. And worse, my uncle not let me feel car for go race.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it's still in my goal. I really want to have a road rally car still, but
Mm.
I get old, so just every day keep living the dream. Go work, fix cars, enjoy my do, and just put a smile on people's face. So don't care. The stuff done right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you see, you're still a young man, man. You're still a young man. All right. So at that point, you decided, you know what? This is what I wanted to do. And you say you
Yeah.
migrated to the US when you were how old?
Yeah.
How old were you when you migrated to the US?
17.
Oh, so okay, you're big. All right, so let's reverse a
Mm.
little bit. So at that point, how you got into the mechanics of the thing? I mean, you started hanging around in the shop, in Jamaica, or you know.
No, actually,
Mm,
it's not that time when between 12 and 17, you start high school
yeah,
and you don't really look for your future, but you know, mind's like, you know what, yeah, one, I see people passing fast, the car muffler loud, and my
yeah,
uncle, my car, them was like, yo, you know what, want to tell the engine apart and so really make it work.
yeah,
Okay, but this car go faster, but you know, really, at that time of high school, you know, really go school fill up on car, go school
yeah,
fill up on girls.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't really study, but you have to
yeah,
do your schoolwork and stuff. But at 17, my mom's like, you know what? Can't do no youth now, so I have to go for and go live with her father.
yeah,
And come up, you know, do what I have to do, get a little part time job, go to school.
yeah.
But not really, you know, change the alternator here and there from actually my brother's first wife, she had a Corolla. So
Okay,
we used to work with our, you know, our car need fix. We need to a mechanic shop. We know
yeah,
a mechanic is hang out running, but reality is that we need to start fix car until really fix cars
mm,
until about 22 when my
yeah,
daughter born.
okay,
So I decided that, you know what, to do, to go in a car thing and really be in the thing real, you have to go back to school, fit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I went to school at night, work a day, go school at night.
What school you went to? What school? We got time. Usually interviews are like an hour, so we're gonna rush.
Ah,
You want details. You want details. Yeah, you
so
want details.
what came up, so during the time I was there before, between, I came like 17.
Yeah,
And at 17, I still a run around and, you know, figures
yeah,
work at a caterer part time. And then
mm,
after school, high school was like, I'm stick down full time. And then it's like, you know, this is what I really, really want to do.
yeah,
And the reality was that my dad work weekends.
yeah,
And me know no Jamaican, no Caribbean people me know want to
yeah.
work on weekend.
Nah,
So, my friend of mine have a sound system in New York and we used to DJ.
yeah,
And we do parties on weekend. And sometimes some brethren them a go out dance, I say, oh, don't go party on Saturday night. Me I
yeah,
feel go out. I may do it for about, jeez, about 6 years.
yeah,
I'm just I say, ain't for me.
yeah,
Want the weekend to enjoy, want to go to the family, want to go watch a drag race, want to go a club. So on a brethren gone out and I still work. Some decide, say, you know what, live your dream. Go back to school for automotive,
yeah,
take up and just every day. And it was good. It was rough doing it at first, but
yeah.
it was going to work. And actually, I left the caterer I used to work for and
Okay.
went to work for a medical retrieval company.
Mm,
And they do medical, at that time, they used to do medical records.
yeah,
So I had to do that. Then I have to go to work up from 8 o'clock to 5.
yeah,
And no, from 8 to 3, 3:30, 4 o'clock.
yeah,
Be at school by 5 o'clock. School finished 9 o'clock at night. So and then get up back again early next month and do it all over again, 5 days
yeah,
a week.
yeah.
So the- yeah,
What school? What was the name of the school you went to?
it was Farmingdale University in New York.
Okay, in New York.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, they had a night course there, but the main
Yeah,
thing I wanted to do was to be certified. You need some training. So as much as I know about cars, I thought I know about cars. I really didn't know about cars.
yeah, yeah.
I just know enough where you know you can change brakes and do this and do that.
It was a
And
passion.
yes.
Yeah,
So
man. Hey, listen, we're gonna talk the real talk, man. The tag for the show is real people, real conversations. So
yeah,
we talk real conversations. Because a lot of times, man, um, when I do these shows or these episodes, I really want when I'm talking to you, I'm also thinking about a person that might be thinking about getting into the field of work.
mm,
Think of a person that have you really don't know what it really takes to become who you are and what
mhm,
especially when it comes to trade and all that kind of thing. So
yeah.
how long was the course?
The course was about, it's a 1 year course I took.
Yeah,
Because they had like 5 steps you got to go through,
Yeah.
and it was called a FIS program. And
Mm.
what a FIS program did is teach about electrical, computers, brakes, steering and suspension,
Yeah.
and it actually opened my eyes a lot because at first we think a car is just a car. Until I
Yeah.
got that much, I said, no, you need to learn to read circuits. You got to read diodes, and I'm like, yo, diodes on circuit. Who need them? So we just want to fix car, make some money.
Yeah.
So
Ah,
after I did the course, then you had to go back and get, because I was New York State certified inspector. When I used to do
yeah.
Maryland State inspection, I used to inspection in New York too. But
Okay.
then the first job I got after
Mhm.
that was an eye opener.
Yeah.
And I try to tell everybody that if you go into business, don't go in there looking for money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're going to rob people and you're
Yeah.
going to end up lose customer and you're not going to love what you do. You lick out the
Yeah.
finger and you just kiss teeth and go find something else and then you're not going to fix people and care right.
Yeah.
So the first job after that, after I left school, that's actually when we graduated from school, we done with medical see some time I got fixed car. We don't
Mhm.
work one weekend, mind down one weekend and go dance and all that stuff there.
Yeah.
But the first job I get was a mechanic named Al. Never forget this youth.
Yeah.
And this guy's a crook. Glad to say.
Okay. Uh,
He's an eye opener. And
yeah.
like, the guy, he told me one day we looked at a car. I never forget this car. The guy came in for oil change and check over.
Mhm.
And the guy told me, I said, oh, you need brakes.
Yeah.
I'm looking, so I said the brakes, I meant nice. I was like, yo, it's not the brakes. This is the type of pads making noise.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
guy went to the back and took some old brake pads and showed the customer some old brake pads. I said, these are the
Yeah.
pads that pick up the car. I
Wow.
stood back. At the time, my first wife, I called her and I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, people some cancer crooked. And she
Yeah.
goes, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Wow. Yeah.
So I worked from I think I worked from like, what, not even a month and a half. And I left
Yeah.
because I'm like, yo, this ain't the environment for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I left, then I went to another place. And at the time, I was like, yo, my old job, I remember the boss of the old job told me when I was working at a caterer, when I tell him I'm
Mhm.
going back to school to be a mechanic, he said,
Yeah.
mechanic's a dime a dozen. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey,
Mhm.
but this mechanic won't live his dream. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and when I left the first job, I'm like, yo, she probably was right. We're a dime
Yeah.
a dozen. Nobody can get a mechanic.
Yeah.
So I went to the next job after that, and I worked there for probably about 4 years.
Mm.
And I realized I got everything I can get to that to learn to do alignment. And there's something sometimes once you start any job you go to and work, you want to
Yeah.
get as much as you can get out of that person. So when you leave, you have some knowledge leaving with.
Yeah. Some knowledge. Mhm.
Yeah. So I left and went to that one, and that was a good job, but it was in your New York way set up. Even though the
Yeah.
job is like 15, 20 miles from your house,
Yeah.
it's a 1.5 drive with traffic.
Wow. Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to go on the Belt Parkway, and that always stuck with traffic and stuff. So
Mm.
eventually, I got a job not far from those, and that company was Fairmont Auto before I went to the dealer.
Okay.
That guy taught me a lot.
Yeah.
He showed me, he's basically sitting and showing me to read wind diagram, how to diagnose a car, and he always tell me that, hey, your weak point should be a strong point.
Mm.
It's like you gotta, and it's not explain to you, you got good skills. You know, you love what you're doing,
Yeah.
but always turn your weak point to your strong point. And my weak point is always diagnostic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like bring a car and I could never check it out and figure out. So why the fan staying on?
Yeah.
Why this isn't working? And I'm like, it's like, hey, just sitting. He sent me back to school and took another night course again,
Mm.
and say, you know what, go for diagnostic because that's a weak point. Everything is you good with.
So
And
so
I learned,
so you say when the initial program you took, I think we said it was the FIST program,
yeah,
right? So um they didn't cover the diagnostic, or it was like a small
they
portion.
did. It covered, but you don't. What school give you, you
Yeah.
can't get from a shop. You need
Yeah.
hands on.
True. True.
Because
True.
school just can give you a book, and the book will show you, to do read the schematics and stuff, and show
Yeah.
you to the diodes work, alternator,
Yeah.
and computer and stuff that work in the car. That's
Yeah.
good. But when you go into the real world and you look at a car now, the guy say, "Oh, figure out the car ain't running, figure out why it's not running.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Spend
That's a
out
good.
2 days trying to figure out, hey, something simple like a blown fuse or why cause a fuse to blow.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Cause a lot of times, man, these programs or these courses you take, they teach you enough
mhm.
just to pass the test, and then when you come out in the real world, the door
It's
open.
yeah, because I know several guys who mass technician,
Yeah,
and I refuse to make them fix my car because
yeah,
I don't know about car. The book smart, but when it comes
yeah,
to hands on, they're not smart.
yeah,
The
yeah,
idea is just change the parts. We
mm,
call them parts changer.
yeah.
Because
Punch
calling me for that, I just change. You tell them, say, oh, you can't get alternator gun in your car, or just put an alternator in it.
Yeah,
Nobody will spend time to check the circuit out. Hey, why the alternator go?
yeah,
Then these newer mechanics, they're all about books, and nobody can sit down. Like, for instance, I can have a mechanic come to the shop. I interviewed a kid about a year ago, Chad,
yeah,
and kid couldn't read the wiring schematics. He's
mm,
like, yeah, I'm a good B mechanic. I'm like, here's a wiring schematics.
yeah,
There's a something going on the circuit. It's like, yo, the diode went bad. What's a
mm,
diode? What's a resistor? I'm like, you can't be a mechanic without knowing wiring schematics. A class mechanic without the stuff.
mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So back to
Mm.
New York now. So Frank was it was called Fairmont Auto at the time,
Okay.
and he basically sent us back to school. You guys get our certification, get up to date certification,
Yeah.
and to get you kind of weekend because he wanted to do it. Because
Mm.
the more we know, the more we make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I come in and I'm fixing a car and I can hour, sorry about that, I
Mm-hmm.
can spend an hour
Yeah.
and find the problem. It's better than me spending 4 hours and still don't find the problem.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so from there, I did Fairmont for about 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
So imagine I started when I was about 19,
Yeah.
18, yeah, about 19, 20. That's when I decided I'm going in the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then from there I went to the dealer, the Chevy dealer in New York,
Okay.
and
All
right
right.
there,
Yeah. Let's talk about. We're gonna yeah, we're gonna talk about the dealers, and of course, you own your own shop. So we're gonna talk about the difference about shop owners and dealers. Do people really need to go to the dealer all the time, or it depends on the car? Or give us a little
dealer,
background,
you
about a
know,
dealer and how the whole process
dealer.
works. Mm.
We have a nickname we call you. We call them Steelers. so, so
Yeah,
the way the dealer work is,
yeah,
I've seen. I don't think that every time you carry go to a dealer is a mass engineer working in your car dealer.
yeah,
So to say, what of them are dummies working a dealer, but because they're working only one car specific,
yeah.
they
One
know
place.
everything that's wrong with that one car.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
if you take like, for instance, take your Mercedes and say, no, yeah, I can't go to Acura dealer to figure out what's wrong with it. They have
yeah,
no idea what to do.
yeah,
They'll be totally lost.
yeah,
So the dealer, if they're specifying just one model car, that's the only car they're going to work on. And if
yeah,
the car is too old, the first thing dealer say you got to take that classic guy because they can't work on it.
yeah, yeah.
Because most of the
Right.
guys on there, they just know what the computer tell them to do,
Yeah.
and they're going to something called Tech Line, and Tech
Mm.
Line will tell you exactly what to look for in the car and how to fix it.
Okay.
So they communicate with each other, and you can go there and don't know not a lot about cars,
Yeah.
but you have AC certification, and they give you the top job. In a day, you're like, yo, all you gotta do is just go on Tech Line, and they
Mm-hmm.
tell them, oh, just look for that wire that's broken. Call then a mechanic had a problem, and they fix
Wow.
the problem.
But it's the same model, same 9 or 10 times.
So,
It's the same.
9 10, yeah, because if they have one car giving all that problem, they all know that that's that one problem.
Yeah, that's the one
So
problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
but with a dealer now, you don't have to take a car to the dealer. You don't take it when it's under warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the factory warranty. But if you have a shop that have like Carfax history,
Yeah.
which is a new thing we get in the shop now, is Carfax history where we can log in any repair we done to your car. It's
Yeah.
not logging to Carfax. So once the dealer log on to it, they'll see that your car been serviced. You
Yeah.
don't have to be service from the dealer. It could be service from an independent shop.
Yeah.
But once you have record to prove, it doesn't void your warranty.
Mm.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
for instance, my sister, she bought a new truck
Yeah.
and she's within the factory warranty time, but she never been back to the dealer once.
Okay.
All change, everything is done at the shop, but we have to log it in the
Yeah.
Carfax, showing that hey, all the service been done.
Yeah.
So if something happened, she have records there to show that it's been done. The dealer,
Mhm.
they just ridiculous overpriced, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
They
Hey.
they are
Yeah.
they are they
I, wa-
are sad to say they are raping the customers. Only way to put it.
I didn't mean to laugh because this is I haven't quite an argument. This is something I've been saying for years. The thing is, because I don't know if you know, I used to drive tow trucks too a couple of years
Mhm.
back.
Yeah.
One of the things, man, I always tell people, if you don't have to take your vehicle to the dealer, don't. Because I mean, some people believe in it. I get it.
Hmm.
But a lot of times, man, I've seen some of these invoices, and it's ridiculous. You know,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. So, um, that being said, also there's some cars now that only the dealers could check the transmission.
That's it. And that's where I have customers who I basically sad to say I had to send them to the dealer because I'm not gonna spend $1,200 for a program to program computer in a car that only make $300 off it that I'll probably use once a year.
Yeah,
I tell them it's best just take it to the dealer program the computer itself.
yeah,
Because most of these new cars come out where they're trying to cut out the independent shops.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they keep the program in the dealer and the software is not releasing to the public.
yeah, yeah,
So you might have a car that's gone bad and you think, oh, the radar keep cutting out or the
mhm,
gauges ain't working right and it's acting crazy. Come to find the computers, just like a regular computer at home that need to get reprogrammed, update.
yeah,
We
yeah,
can get them the software, and if we get it, we have to pay an arm and leg for it.
yeah,
It's cheaper for any independent shop. Say, no, you got to go back to the dealer.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
customer is going to cry, but at least the shop don't have to dish out thousands of dollars for softwares update that we don't need. That we're going
mhm,
to use once a year and never going to make the money from.
yeah.
So, yeah.
You made a point early on, and I'm gonna piggyback real quickly. You mentioned the Carfax, and you don't know this. Most people don't know this, but actually, the Charger was in an accident about what week ago, a week and a half ago. The car got
Mhm.
totaled. Right. So,
Mm.
the insurance, when I was talking to the insurance, the guy said, "Yeah, we noticed the car got serviced like a month ago." So
Yeah.
I'm like, "How the hell you knew that?" But then again, I remember, obviously, you my mechanic, so I never knew that when you service the vehicle, you put all that stuff in the
But
system.
I put all the same system because in case, and it's a good software to have because it's true a software we use.
Yeah,
And when I got it, I'm like, I'm not going to do it, but it's one of the best thing I ever get because
yeah,
what
man.
what it does, I have customers that's trying to buy cars. I have
Yeah,
like three customers. One of them bought a minivan,
yeah,
and I pull it up trying to put the mileage in,
yeah.
and they go with 200,000 miles on the car, like 280, but on his dash is like 140.
Crazy.
So the guy he bought a van from switched a cluster on him, and he had
Mm,
no idea. I had
yeah,
another customer that he came in with a Cadillac, and he straight a Cadillac was like 100 and some thousand mile. It's almost
yeah.
300,000 mile on the car.
Wow.
And they don't know. Without Carfax history, you can't tell her your miles. So what I start telling my customers do, if you're buying a car, just call me the VIN number. I
Yeah.
punch in the VIN number. I take 5 minutes of time punching the VIN number and let you know if the mileage match what the mileage that guy have on the car.
Mm. Wow.
Because most
So
computer
you,
person can go with a laptop and just change the mileage on the car and you don't even know.
wow. So
Yeah.
so you're pretty much a mechanic on call then in many different. So okay.
Yeah,
So
the wife don't love it too much, but she's
yeah,
like, that's basically put my phone on mute at for 8 o'clock because
I,
they be calling them like, hey, this. I'm like, sometimes they just need someone to pick up the phone and just tell them, hey, it's not that serious. There's me I'm gonna talk to
yeah,
because most of my customers are females. Said
yeah,
they're like 80% of them is female,
yeah,
and they females are being their fear is mechanics
yeah,
because
yeah.
they've been abused by mechanics and ripped off by mechanics. So
A lot of
yeah.
times they don't know, and it's fair enough. Listen, I will say this, man. If I want to interject, because I've known you for, like I said, I guess almost 18 years. Because my daughter's had a birthday this week, and she's been 17. I've known you
Jeez.
yeah.
Yes, it's been
I,
a while. 'Cause
yeah,
back of the tow truck, the back of the pickup truck days.
and I remember, guys. I remember this brother. We're gonna continue on with the interview, but I just wanna to edify and break this down really quickly. When I met Marlon, he was a mobile mechanic and he had a pickup truck, and you would come to to your residence and work on your vehicle. And the first time I met Marlon, um, it came from a referral. And the vehicle that we had at the time, I took it to the shop. And I mean, I have a general understanding on vehicles and so forth. I ain't no mechanic, but most men have a general kind of understanding. If something really don't make sense, that's kind of off. Anyway, I took it to the shop. The guy gave me a price, and for some reason or other, it didn't seem right. Like, nah. Anyway, Marlon was recommended. And when Marlon told me what the problem was and the price that he told me, it wasn't just more than a half. I think the guy said probably was close to $300. And at the time, you told me the issue was probably about like 150 or something like that. That being said, I've dealt with you over the years, and I can safely say, man, I really don't vouch for people like this publicly. But you are the most honest people I've met. Even I made a joke the last time I took my car to the shop when the vent, the air vent, right, and you just squeeze the hose and boom, the problem was fixed. And I made a joke and say, hey man, you could have charged somebody easy $300. And the response was, yeah, but I want to be able to sleep at night. So I feel like that. And yeah, a lot of times women, and rightfully so, men too, get taken advantage of because, especially women, because they really don't know and understand how certain things work. And yeah, it's easy. It's really easy to get taken by these
Yeah,
mechanics out there.
but why? They just make it bad for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because the reality is that they're trying to make money, but make money at ripping people off,
Mm.
it ain't worth it. Because I have every day I get urged from customers. Every
Yeah.
day.
What
They
what's some of the basic complaints you get from people?
the basic one is
Or common, I
oh
should
the
say.
best
Yeah,
oh
common
is that
complaint. Mm.
common complaint is more like why mean well first complaints they used to have is why the dealer charge $2,000 for brakes?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, but that's the dealer.
Yeah.
Hey, then they complain that hey, the local shop you can't fix it like a dealer can.
Yeah.
And I, sometimes I'm take the dealer. Then I got one guy's actually I'm doing a car in the shop right now that needs an engine.
Yeah.
The lady went to three shops and came back and I told her the same price on the engine. She went to another shop. I told her like almost 5,000 change of engineers suburban. She
Mm.
went to the next shop. The guy told her $8,000.
Yeah.
And then she came back and then she's like, so why other shops are ripping me off and the fear of other mechanics, they're crooks. I'm like, we're not all bad. You
Yeah.
got the good ones out there that's trying to make it good, but you got the ones out there that's bad that's doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
And then we have to try to explain to them that hey, it's not everybody is bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just change parts and don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. A lot of times they already come to you with a certain energy.
Yeah. But then you have customers that come in and it's sad to say they'll come in and spend $50 to fix a problem and you get them along, it's a problem. Say they got the car run to the ground. And they
Yeah.
come, I just need brakes. And you're like, no, you need brakes now, you need caliper and rotors because you're destroyed. Oh, you're trying to rip me off.
Yeah.
I get it
Yeah.
all the time from customers. I'm like, I told them, you know what?
Yeah.
I tell my customers, if I can't trust you, I don't want you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I try to treat all my customers like family.
You,
And I
you
told
think
me,
you think is a form that a lot of people are not really educated on the mechanics of a car, the mechanical,
yeah, they
how a
are.
car should work.
A lot of people, but they also use YouTube,
Yeah.
which I don't mind. If I told them, hey, if you can fix it on YouTube, fix it.
Mm.
I have customers that come to me and want to change a sensor in the car, and tell 'em I'm not going to do it. And they
Yeah.
look at my why I'm like, it's two screws. If you can
Yeah.
put on a gas cap on your car, you can change that sensor.
Yeah.
And then they step back and look, I'm like, what? You don't want my money? I'm like, nah, it's not about money. It's like, dude, you can change your own sensor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a lot of work going on. I'm like, just change your sensor. The light clears itself. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, most mechanics take them around the corner for that. I'm like, but I'm not going to charge you for a 5-minute job.
Yeah.
Something simple. Just most of them, they want to do it. The YouTube thing, it helps them.
Mm.
But then again, I tell them, hey, it doesn't help you in everything.
Yeah, it turned him into a YouTube mechanic.
YouTube, that's what we call them. It's like you can be a nice YouTube mechanic and it'll work out good for you sometime.
Yeah,
And there's times when it takes on the wrong track.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they have most of the guys coming, the guys, the male particular,
yeah,
they want the problem them, they want the car fixed, but they don't want to pay a mechanic price to fix the car.
yeah.
No matter how low the shop is, they
Mm,
can get it cheaper on the side. And I do understand. I used to be a mobile mechanic at one point. So
yeah,
they're like, oh, the guy in the back of the truck is going to put brakes on for $100. I'm like,
yeah,
no, go ahead.
yeah,
I ain't trying to stop them. But then I keep telling them, hey, if this guy don't do the job right, you have to come back here and I have to pay again for me to do it right.
yeah. Paying twice for the same thing.
Yeah. And
Mm,
they, most, you know what, times are hard. So I kind of figure out why they want to go buy the cheapest brake pads and get
yeah.
the cheapest job done and try to explain them sometimes cheaper ain't better.
Well, not only that, man, she paying better, and then it's not gonna last as long.
Not gonna
And
last so long.
whatever whatever you're trying to fix, a lot of time the car wouldn't ride the same.
Yeah, because I have customers come for brake job and they'll complain, why am I using the $70 brake pads when the brake pads are going for $30 in AutoZone? And I'm telling them same response I have.
Oh, man.
So,
Hey, no offense, I'm sure the woman asked you this question. A man wouldn't ask this.
yes, no, Chad,
Man,
believe it or not, the man's acts it more than a female
oh,
because I would look at the female and tell her straight up, I'm like, once you show them that hey, you're dear for them and you're treating them like family, they don't question it. The man
right.
will be like, yo, I can't go in the store and get a $30 brake pad and put on.
Man,
And
a
I'm
man,
looking, I'm like,
mm,
yeah. And then Tim say, you know what, the $30 brake pad I make noise.
yeah,
It not lasts as long to make your wheels dirty. And you buy the good brake pads and put on the car. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not worrying to say you're not gonna stop. Not worrying about you making noise. I'm like, you're good.
yeah, yeah,
Females, once tell a female, hey, once you build trust with them and know that you ain't getting ripped off, you're
yeah,
good. You can tell them, hey, I'm not gonna put the cheap parts in your car, and they won't even argue.
yeah.
The male will come in the mail's like, yeah, you're gonna put the better parts on my car, but I can save $20 if I do it this way. I
Nah,
can
man,
save 40 if I do it this way.
not for breaks, man. You don't want me, like you mentioned, you don't want me go, you don't want me coming every 6 months. No need that. Cheap brake pads, like you say, have a lot of dust on your rims. Terrible, man.
Yeah, because even the parts and try to explain. I have a customer, believe it or not, she came there last year for estimate and
Yeah,
gave her the estimate last year. Thought the lady forgot about everything, forgot that the estimate exists.
yeah.
Then she came back about a week ago, wanted the same work done to the car
Mm,
and pulled out the estimate a year ago. So I went on the website and I showed her, yeah, your parts now went up like
yeah.
$40.
Hmm.
She's this lady start arguing like, no, that's the estimate you gave me, and I'm like, my labor rate's the same, your
Yeah.
parts just changed.
Yeah.
So
Unless you
she
go buy the parts and bring it.
and that right there, I'm trying to most of
Yeah.
the time I try to get away from that
Yeah.
because unless it's specialty parts because when they bring the parts and they bring the cheapest parts in,
Yeah, that's true.
like they'll have a customer bring an alternator and I tell them don't use reman alternator, try get a new one and put in the car.
Yeah.
They're coming to reman alternator and I tell them, hey, you might get it says a lifetime warranty, but sometimes going 6 months or less. And then they turn around and complain, oh, why my alternator go? You
Yeah.
put the alternator in. And I'm
Right.
like, I can't warranty your parts if you bring it in. If I bring
Yeah.
in my parts in, I can warranty it. I'll take the risk of knowing if it go bad, I have to lose my labor time in replacing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That
So
that's what you call cutting your nose to fix your face. You're trying to be
yeah,
cheap up front, but it's
yeah,
gonna cost you way more in the back.
it is. But
So let's
it's
oh go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you. So what? Let's say what's some of the to find a good in your words, what if you would say 5 things to look for in a mechanic? You're trying to find a good mechanic. Like, what are the things that someone should look for?
Uh, well, the hardest thing is find a honest mechanic. That is the hardest thing in the world.
A trustworthy mechanic. How about this? A trustworthy. Let's say a trustworthy mechanic.
A trustworthy mechanic is like if you find one,
Uh,
you'll keep him for years,
yeah.
years. And if you, that's one. You need one that's not gonna, that can fix a car right.
Yeah.
And if you do find him, he's gonna make mistake every now and then because they're cars.
Yeah.
I put on parts on cars right and realize, hey, this ain't the problem, and we have
Yeah.
to go back all over again. And I had to later call and make the customer and say, no, what, hey, I take an L for this because I put it on. Like I put like, for instance, I put a sense in the car,
Yeah.
and the checking jack go off, and then the customer picked it up and drive it for a day or two, came back on, and realized, hey, I misdiagnosed. I put the wrong sense in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need someone that can communicate with you on a one-on-one level,
Yeah. Yeah.
not
Yeah.
treat you like you're just a customer. Like treat you like say, hey, your family, hey, they do understand you're not Superman.
Yeah.
And in a machine, you can actually make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So that you need, that's why you need customer that you need a mechanic can rely on,
Yeah.
trustworthy, truthful,
Yeah.
and willing to take the loss. Come up to and just say, hey, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And one that you need definitely a mechanic that gonna talk them to you, act like as if say they're better than you, because that's the worst thing. That's the when you got a dealer. You're walking dealer feel like you're like, hey, you walk in there and feel like, yeah, you
Yeah.
don't belong to this place because
You don't
everybody act like they are brown nose and push up and like, hey, you ain't rich enough for them.
yeah. Yeah.
That ain't the feeling you want when you walk in a mechanic shop.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna switch the mechanic side of things real quickly, and I want to transition into running a shop because
Mhm.
obviously, you pretty much built the way up to where you are today. Like you said, you started as a regular mechanic, as we would call a mobile mechanic, street mechanic, what have you, and you actually own your own shop,
Yeah.
own equipment, and all that. What was that process like in the beginning? And what's some of the the ups and downs of actually running an auto shop?
Well, we want to start it. Ups first or the down?
let's start with let's work our way up. Let's start with the down. Let's start with the down.
Uh, the down part about having a shop.
Yeah.
Um, you have to buy everything in there.
Mm,
You know, believe it or not, having a business, people think say, you have money and you
yeah.
have this, and because they come and see a shop and they see all the equipment and pay some money and run,
Yeah.
work that way. It's everything in that shop you have to buy.
Yeah.
The government grant and stuff, and then people are talking about, oh, you get money from, unless your family have money to give you,
Yeah.
where the lift you have to buy, the
Yeah.
oil you have to buy, you have to
Mm,
pay for light, you have to pay for insurance, you have to pay for, and then you have to pay for the employees, them, you have to pay disability insurance. Chat, there's so much stuff you have to pay out of your pocket.
mm,
Where if somebody come to me and look on the shop and say, oh, you have money, you're rich,
yeah.
I'm gonna say, my employees, I make more money than me. Don't
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah. So
Sit
they
back and like, no, I'm like, their paycheck is cash every week. And running a business, you have to make sure, say, everybody take care, all the bills and pay. And whatever you left, you get.
yeah.
If they left.
Mm,
So, and if you if you're making anything go wrong in that shop, prepare to take a loss on it.
yeah.
And a word per loss will come. You do 2 weeks, you do all a month, good when nothing will go bad.
Yeah.
But when it go bad, $1,000 bad, $5,000 bad.
Mm,
Cause it's and you have to in a shop, no matter what happened, if a your name and you build it from start, you're the one them call. Then I
yeah.
call the employees, then I call then I say, oh boy, your car coming and your guys and put brakes in the car and I want to talk. No, they want to talk to the person who own the place. They talk to the boss because you represent everybody in there.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
I'm not business you have to do there from the open and even when it close. There's time
yeah.
when I gotta go back at work until like 9 o'clock at night. I work, try and make sure the customer care right for next day go work.
Yeah.
When everybody gone home. I come in 5 o'clock in the morning to make sure stuff done right before you have to make sure heater work. You have to make
Yeah.
sure everything right because the employees them just come to work and then go home.
Yeah.
But every day you're the one responsible for everything.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's very
And the part about business they have it's gonna be good and there's time you have to save and
yeah.
save and save and when you save, you spend all of your savings to try to keep a roof over the head and
Yeah.
business run, and then you just lose it overnight and you have to start back from scratch. So it's a constant battle. You're on the
Yeah.
way to get. If you love it, it's good. If you
Yeah.
don't love it, it's not gonna be for you.
It's
Not be for
stress.
nobody.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I had a Mercedes
Mm.
where I never forget my the guy working for me, and he was putting a battery in the car,
Yeah.
and the customers there, and I try not to have the customers talk to them about it when I work.
Mm.
Customers talking to him, and she said something to him, and the guy put the battery in the car backwards,
Yeah.
burn up the Mercedes.
Mm.
$6,000 I wrote a check out for. You mean check? When you look in your account and see like $9,000 in your account, it's like, all right, the bills done finished pay. We can cash my paycheck now. And now
Mm.
I'm here in the background is oh my, I see smoke will come from the car. You just have to laugh. You're like, yo, sometimes you take back and laugh and you walk outside and it's like,
Hey, that's no
it's
easy
a,
check, right, man? Six
oh,
G.
yes, I had to pay the lady for her car. She was crying.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the corner. I'm like, there's times when I wish I drink, I wish I
Yeah.
smoke. I don't, but you know what?
Yeah.
You just have to learn to take an L. And I write a check for a car, and it's like, there's nothing. They're like, go to the insurance. I'm like, the lady shuts off her car. I gave her a check. I looked at
Mm.
my account. I called the wife, and she go like, that's part of business. You have a
Yeah.
good 6 months to run. When it come hard, it'll prepare feet when it comes hard.
Mm.
So
But you got a good wife, man. You got a good wife. You know, you need a support system.
then
Wow.
that's the one thing. If I don't recommend nobody go in business unless you have a support partner.
Yeah.
Not even for wife, but a brother, mother, sister, somebody is there because it's business good when to work fine, but when it rain, you
Yeah.
need someone you can run to and say, you know what, probably not feel it financially,
Yeah.
but there's days when you just want to cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just want someone to talk to and say, boy, everything go wrong. If it
Yeah.
can go wrong, you have the days when if it can go wrong, it's gonna go wrong. It'll go
Mm.
wrong. And they
Mm.
have days when it's good, where nothing will go wrong at all and it's all looking nice. But you need someone you can't go into business by yourself. I care
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. I think as Superman you can jump in and fix cars and run the office and do this and do that.
Yeah.
You so
Man,
that's a dumb part of business.
that's some really good advice, man. I really appreciate you mentioning that. Really, really, really good advice, man. Really, really good advice. Wow. One thing I was actually gonna ask you this question more to the end, but I'm gonna ask it now anyway. I noticed, like I said, I've known you for a long time. I noticed every time I come to your shop, you're always playing gospel music in the background. Why is that?
Why? You know what? I will give an example.
Yeah.
So years ago, before I started business,
Yeah.
um, when I finished working a dealer in '09 is when I started business.
Yeah.
So I wish I need to be back in church more often though. But I used
Yeah.
to go to church and I'm like, you know what? I want to own my business.
Yeah.
So I think my mom said to us, so what I call it? So I'm
Yeah.
saying, no, I'm gonna call it Bino's blessing. Everybody know me as Bino. I was like, I call it Bino's blessing. And I
Yeah.
go down. I said to the lady, I'm like, I want EB auto repair.
Uh,
And she said, no, that name is taken because
wow.
I started off as sole proprietor. So I said, no, you know what? So I'm like, MB auto repair. I
Yeah.
say, MB, I'm like, it's my blessings. This is my blessing coming, and you know what? I deserve some blessing.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I always tell mom, like, I want to bless people, the talent I have, and I bless somebody with it. So, see who I
Mm,
can help out along the way. So, no
yeah.
matter if you don't really do it right, I can pass it on and see how much people I can help and go along.
Yeah.
So, the guy start off with MB auto repair, it's Marlon's blessing auto repair.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Nice.
it's funny, but my last name is Battick, so it's like Marlon Battick got him said, no, it's really Marlon's blessing.
Wow. Well,
So
I'm glad you broke it down, man. Because yeah, last name is Braddock, right? Braddock.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I always thought that's what it meant, but I'm glad that you broke it down, man. So it's Marlon blessing. You getting blessed when it comes to the shop.
Yeah. So when I
Yeah.
first started, I remember I started a small one bay after I left the truck, I had a small one bay shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
pastor came by. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So my pastor came by and blessed the place and is like, yo, this is your blessing and you're doing good. And ever since I'm like, you know what? I just like the way the gospel music make you feel. And you come
Yeah.
to bad vibes and you want to argue and stuff. Once the gospel music play, you can't really
Yeah.
come out and start cussing and stuff. I'm like, hey,
Can't come
I
back.
tell people like it's a gospel style establishment. All right, the
Hey.
pastor come here, the church sister come here,
Yeah.
everybody from church come here. So I don't want to play no. If I
Yeah.
play reggae, even reggae, I play like the soft reggae, but it's
Yeah.
always gospel music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And mm, yeah,
Nah, I'm saying I'm very observant, man, and it's something that I always want. Not really never wanted to ask, but it's something that it was on my mind. And I,
yeah,
I, I like how you broke that down because it creates a certain aura when you walk in there. Like I
yeah,
said, no matter, because it's like you said, a auto shop is a tense place. There's always some issue, some problem. People just say hi, hello. There's always some issue. So,
yeah. I really want people coming and feel welcome, feel like they're at home,
mm,
and even just sitting in the waiting area. Because every time I
yeah,
look in waiting area, I have a customer there, they fall asleep.
yeah,
And I'm like, I ask them one of them, say, oh, why? I say, yo, this place is very welcoming. I
yeah,
try to keep the shop clean, and even my cousin, her husband's a mechanic,
yeah.
and I'm trying to say, yo, the worst thing on this make customer come in and feel they're in a dirty place.
True, true.
Say, just try to keep the bathroom clean, keep the waiting area clean, so
Yeah,
you can come and sit down and feel comfortable waiting. I'm like, take an example from the dealer.
yeah,
The much charge, but the people want to come to a clean place.
yeah.
So
That's
if
the
you make
thing.
them feel welcome, they can
Mm,
come in. They feel like taking care of the car because every car that comes through the door, we have a rule that you have to have a floor mat.
okay.
We don't. We have a cover for the seats, a cover for the steering wheel. We don't use them because we never laying on the ground. I try
Yeah,
to tell them to keep the people car clean
yeah,
because at the end of the day, they want to come, they want to get the car back and feel like, hey, you touch with a greasy palm, now they have to clean the car and then get messy and stuff.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm,
And that was something I learned from one of the guys I had over the years where
yeah,
I never once used to use seat covers. And he
yeah,
sent it to the guy Lexus, the guy to go straight to the detail shop and get the car clean. And
yeah.
I had to buy seat covers,
Mm,
steering wheel covers, floor mats, and just to make the customers feel like, I'm actually taking care of the car when they
yeah,
drop it off.
yeah.
So
Professional.
no matter even when it's in the back of the truck working, you always want them to feel like you care about the vehicle. It's
Yeah,
not just to put the money in the pocket and put in your pocket. Treat the
yeah,
car like you have some like what I always tell the guys in the shop, treat every car like your family is going in a car.
yeah, yeah,
So if they can do that, when you start if you ever decide to go in this field, just treat every car with respect like it's your family car, like it's a mother car, your father car.
yeah, yeah. True.
So
All right, let's transition back into the whole car thing. All right, so what's your favorite car? Do you have a favorite car? Specific brand of car like you work with? No, seriously. It's not kind of yeah, that car come here. This is my car. This is my car.
well, I call it Harmony, my
uh,
Supra.
super,
The
super.
Supra.
Okay.
It's like a spoiled child. When it breaks, you walk cuss and carry on. But
Yeah,
when you fix it and drive it, you have a people that give trouble like crazy. And when you pick it and it's like, they come and like, oh, they love you and they hug you.
yeah,
And then you're like, no matter what, you forget about it.
yeah,
That's what this car coming like. I'll drive it, enjoy it. And then it breaks and then you're like, yeah,
yeah.
test me. And then fix it again and you drive it for 1 to 2 and it's all right. So
Mm.
that's my favorite. But for a customer, you mean favorite car for a customer, favorite car for me?
Well, yeah. I know you like the Supra. I know for years there was something with this car, man. I know you love, I know you love that car. I will say it's a two-part question. So the first part is obviously there's certain cars I'm sure is way easy to work on. So maybe that's what I mean by you like to work on them because it's easy in and out. The
Yeah.
problem 9 or 10 times is the same thing. And then I'm gonna ask you, what the 5 cars to stay away from? Like 5 cars, like the maintenance is crazy. Don't even look at them. Don't
Oh,
even waste your time, whatever. So I'm gonna
yeah.
start. We're gonna start with the positive. What's some of the cars that you say is easy to work with or is
Easy for work with that
yeah,
don't break.
yeah.
Hondas,
Mm.
Toyota.
Ah,
Toyota top of the list.
yeah, Toyota.
Honda,
Mm.
yeah. Believe it or not, Mazda is actually better than Nissan right now.
Yeah.
I love Nissans, but that VVT transmission is
Yeah.
terrible. So
Wow.
now the engines and Nissans last longer, but Mazda's takes a step in the game so much where they actually bumping tight Nissan out the way.
So Mazda is a good car to really.
Mazda's a good car, a good reliable car.
Wow. Okay.
So even though it's part of Ford line, but the four cylinder in the Mazdas, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. And Hyundai's are good, except for that one issue they have with the teeth in car and all that stuff. You need to steer from that and steer from the 2014 Hyundai's. But apart from that, the rest of them is good. So
What about a lot of
the
'cause
American,
I had a Tucson once, so well, I had the Tucson, but what are the problem with this Tucson? It burn a lot of oil. That was one of the
yeah,
issues.
that have an engine problem.
Yeah.
That have an engine where they burn oil and the lockup out of nowhere driving the highway engines lock.
Ah.
Several customers with the Kia Soul, same
Yeah.
engine, same problem. The Hyundai Sonata was the same problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, that four cylinder engine is terrible. They had
Awesome.
like a bad 4 years
Yeah.
in between there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, those are really the best import cars.
Mm.
American cars, I would shoot for more like a Chevy,
Yeah.
then go towards the Ford, the Dodge. I'm sad to say, boy, I know you're a Dodge man, but
That does that,
uh,
man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
uh, the Dodge is third on the list. So
But what's some of the common problems with the Dodge? Is it a specific brand of Dodge, or is it like
uh,
mm,
the 3.6 motor is
uh,
practically all of them.
yeah,
And it's actually in the Jeep too. They have
mm,
a problem with lifters and stuff going bad.
yeah,
Then they have issue with transmission, but the transmission ain't that much. More the lifter problem go bad in them.
yeah,
But apart from that, they basically the Hemi's engine like yours is great. You can run yours forever.
man. Well,
But if you don't, you know what? The thing about them, if you don't abuse the car, they'll last forever. You can't drag race a car every day to every red light and think say something not gonna break. And
yeah,
a lot of customers don't understand that. They think they have this car, so it's the best car there. But if you
mm,
keep abusing the car and drag race every day, the transmission gonna go, the engine gonna go eventually.
yeah,
But they don't. Any car there can be a good car if you maintain it.
yeah,
So yeah,
and and you say maintain. So, like for instance, getting oil change every what 3 months,
yeah, yeah. Most of them is 6 months, but it's
6 months.
usually 3 months. It all
Mm,
depends on your driving condition.
yeah,
Because a lot of people don't know that you can actually have your oil in a car for about 2 years before changing it. It all depends on what you drive.
really,
Yeah, because
mm,
time will going to deteriorate the oil is
yeah,
the weird. So you might have your car and you only drive like let's say 1,000 mile a month.
yeah,
You don't change the oil every 3 months. Change it when it's due. So
yeah.
it's due at 6,000 miles. So you probably have to try about a year before you change your oil.
All right. Well, let me ask you this question then. What's the pros and cons of conventional oil versus synthetic oil?
Well, synthetic oil breaks down longer.
Mm,
Conventional oil breaks down a lot faster, like every 3 months.
yeah,
So I have customers that actually change from conventional to synthetic
yeah,
and I ask them why. They're like, oh, it's a better oil, it's lubricated better.
yeah,
But I'm like, you only drive 4,000 mile a year, so it's not benefit to go to synthetic.
yeah, yeah. You know, do not
But
much that.
yeah, and the bad thing about synthetic, they build up sludge in the engine. Because you
Mm,
have the car in longer, it start building up sludge in the valves. So it's recommended to change it regular. So
yeah,
some people change it like every, say, for instance, Toyota, 10,000 mile oil change. I told customers don't do that. Yep. I
that's
told them
crazy.
don't do that foolishness because you're not going to have the car 100,000 miles. So the sludge build up in it so much where it's never worth it.
Yeah, that ain't making no sense, man. Come on, Toyota. Let's try to pull up fast. All right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. So what are some of the cars that hey man terrible
Ah,
as far as maintenance?
well, it's- well,
Well, not so
it
bad.
depends on how deep your pocket is. That's where it starts.
Mm,
Because BMW, stay away from. Mercedes, stay away from. Audi, stay away from.
mm,
Most European cars, you stay away from them because if your pocket not deep, don't buy it.
Yeah.
And they break, and when they break, they're expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the stuff that go better than them that you can you can actually buy a Lexus and the engine go bad, you can put an engine in Lexus for under $6,000.
Yeah.
There ain't no Mercedes up there gonna put that engine under $10,000.
Jeez.
The parts are ridiculous and the service, and then they have computer issues where they got the market locked. Like for instance, Mercedes, you can't take the Mercedes to a Mercedes specialist to
Yeah.
program the. Say you got a program issue, you got to
Yeah.
go back to the dealer.
Mm.
Yeah, and the need that's on the European market. On the Japanese market now, you have the Nissans,
Yeah.
where basically Nissan Infinity from 2014 up with the
Yeah.
VVT transmission
Yeah.
is the transmission's problems.
Really?
It's none, but I had my daughter had an Altima with a VVT. We put
Mm.
three transmission in the car, and I don't do transmission. Yeah. I've put three transmission in the car. So imagine barring a transmission jack, doing it three times in a row. Cause my son was driving the car,
Yeah.
and to the point where we sell the cars, like I can't do it no more.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nissan.
Nissan Altimas, the once the VVT transmissions on it,
Yeah.
it's not even worth getting. The
Wow.
Rogue have the same issues.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So you mentioned the BBT transmission?
VVT,
VVT.
variable valve tuning.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
CTV. Oh my bad. I'm saying VVT. That's CTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VVT is the engine control valve. The CVT is the transmission.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna keep it simple, right? For the
Mhm.
average person going to the dealership or wherever you're going to buy a car, they don't know the difference between VVT, BET, and MTV. I
I know.
mean,
It does.
so,
What I
so
recommend to anybody do is just do your
uh,
research.
yeah,
Do your research. You find a car you love, don't jump and buy a car.
yeah,
Go online, even just say, what's the problem with these cars? And they'll tell you, don't, but they say, yeah and nay. You might have simple problems where you're coming to like, hey, let's say, the radar cuts out every now and then. That you
yeah,
can live with.
yeah,
But
yeah.
when you say, no, your transmission will go up and your engine not less, and there's
Mm,
so much problem with this car. Yeah, but I recommend to everybody to do some research before buy a car.
yeah,
Just take a minute, go online, because you find a car you love. Say if a Mercedes you're gonna buy, you love this Mercedes. Go
yeah,
online and see what I say about it. Because there's some good Mercedes out there.
yeah,
It's just, hey, are you prepared to spend the extra money when it comes to service this car?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
Maintenance.
yeah. So
Wow.
it's some decent cars out there, and there's some bad cars out there.
Yeah,
And one that you definitely don't want to buy, don't buy a Range Rover.
yeah,
And
yeah. I heard
if you
about this.
buy it new, don't buy it used.
Oh, buy them new. How new we
Yeah,
talking? We're not talking brand new, are we? Are we talking like you know?
3 years, three
Uh,
years you can live with you want to stay under 150,000 mile with it.
mm,
Because you gotta look at it. People don't get rid of good cars.
yeah, that's
They
true.
get rid of bad cars. So you buy a car and they have it for like 90,000, 100,000 miles. They trade it in
Yeah,
because they know the problems coming after 100,000. That's when most problems start acting up with a car.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's true. That's a good point. People don't get rid of good cars. That's a good point. That's a good point.
yeah. I always tell people you go and find cars at the auction, but people don't take a good car and take to the auction and trade it in.
Yeah, yeah,
They take cars that are bad at the auction. You don't find a man go take a perfect good car and say, "No, I'm gonna get rid of this car because I want to get rid of it." Unless he has money, he want to
yeah,
buy a new model, but they
mm,
don't really get rid of good cars.
yeah. So, so pretty much you say top of the list as far as good cars, Hondas, Toyotas.
Toyota, Toyota is top of the list. Toyota,
Mm,
Lexus,
yeah,
Lexus around from Toyota, so you can't always buy a Lexus. It's a Toyota you get in.
yeah.
Scion. If you really want to get a good car that's cheap, go to Scion.
A Scion?
Scion is a Toyota.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
like Scion?
I love Scion.
Yeah,
It's way underrated, and
yeah.
it never breaks down. All I ever done Scion just breaks an oil change. That's all I can do on them. And
Wow.
Toyota just breaks an oil change. Nothing but that.
Yeah, man. What about I'm in the market for a car too, man. So this is like music. Well, I don't call it music to my ears, but I'm very attentive. So what about The Genesis. What do you think about the Genesis? You know, they're making a name for themselves. What do you think about that?
The Hyundai Genesis.
Yeah.
Which one, the truck or the car?
Let's do both. Let's do the car and the truck.
The car and the truck.
So I
Uh,
actually had a car before. So I want your take on it. Your
they,
professional. Yeah.
my professional opinion, they are nice. The only thing I see with them is
Mm,
service wise, they can be a bit expensive for
yeah.
Hyundai.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they really don't give much problems. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, they don't. Because I had several customers with the Genesis, and actually three guys I know had them, and they love them.
Yeah, man. I had a Genesis, man. Honestly, I love the car, but I traded the car in for the SUV, and I felt like I should have kept that damn car, man. But anyway,
Yeah.
needless to say. All right,
And
so
I was actually looking into the Hyundai for about my truck, and
yeah,
then I see the value of it. It depreciate too fast.
yeah, that's true. They do.
Yeah, the depreciation of it is too fast. So if you're looking at some of your plan to trade in like 5, 6 years, you gotta look at the resale value on them. Most of these cars,
Yeah,
like even the Infinity, I had an Infinity and it was a 2014. And when to
yeah,
trade it in, the guy turned around and told me, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you like," he said, 3,500 for the truck. I kiss my teeth and walk. I was like, "What?"
yeah,
It's like, yo, it's the guy's showing you, depreciation is way too fast on them. So
yeah,
if you plan to keep it, it's good. You plan to
yeah,
sell it in like 5 years, no, you just got to get your money's worth out of the car. Because you ain't
yeah,
getting much when you trade it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I know you're not into sales or anything like that, but just shooting the breeze. Um, what's your opinion in purchasing a car or leasing a car from a mechanic?
I tell you, story. My daughter was telling that yesterday. I'm
Uh,
like, I'm poor. Poor people in a lease scare.
yeah,
and, and I have a friend that's salesman, and he'll say it different, but it's I find it hard in lease cars or rent a car you have to maintain. That's the
yeah,
only way to look at it. And when you finish, you can buy the car or trade it in, but you still have to maintain the car. You have to pay for the oil change,
mm,
unless it's free maintenance come with it. If you
mm.
need tires, you gotta put tires on. If you need brakes, you gotta put brakes on it. And when you trade it up, you trade it back in. And if you go over your miles, then deduct the miles off of it.
So,
So if you buy the car, you don't
uh-huh.
have to do that. It's
But
when you pay
sorry. So you're saying so most lease they don't cover the maintenance.
nope.
Mm,
Unless it's an iron lease. Like probably BMW or Mercedes, probably Lexus lease, they'll cover the maintenance in the lease.
yeah.
But brakes is not considered maintenance.
Ah, they gotta do
And
your
you need tires. Say you hit a curve and blow the tire, you still got to pay for the tire.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So you break the antenna in the car or anything like that to crack the mirror, you got to pay for that.
yeah,
Or it's, when the end of the year, when your lease is finally up, all that comes out to your money. You got to pay for that separate.
yeah,
And
yeah,
subtract that off it. So
yeah,
you can lease a car or you can buy a car. Well, your lease payment is less than a car payment.
yeah,
But when you buy a car, the 3 years time, just have it traded in.
yeah,
Save, for instance, you pay off 90% of the car.
yeah,
When you're ready to pay it off in 3 years time, you want to get rid of it. The same time lease up, say you get back like about 4,000 or 5,000 back in a year pocket
yeah,
compared for you losing that money because of your car.
yeah,
And if it paid off in that time, whatever the car value, and you sell it, that money go back in your pocket.
yeah.
That's if the car holds value.
Full value. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Mm,
lease up for rich people. So start to say where me come from with a lease car.
yeah, yeah. That was interesting. I wouldn't call it a debate. I think it really boils down to your lifestyle and
Mhm.
if you're a person, like we say, if you could afford it. If you're a person that does a lot of driving, I don't think it really makes a lot of sense because
It
you
does, but you
yeah,
can't go with the mileage either.
yeah,
You give a certain amount of mileage to go during the lease time and you go over then start deducting.
yeah,
So
yeah.
mhm.
But if you're a person, you like that about something fresh every 3 years, it might work to your favor.
Yeah.
But I think it really depends on your lifestyle. But like you said, you have to look at the big picture in pretty much everything you do. All right. So let me see. I think we pretty much again ready to wrap it up, and we touched base on pretty much everything. Anything you want to add? Anything? I
Yeah,
think
I'm good.
all the relevant questions. You know. But, you know.
Nah, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Hmm,
So like I
just
said, like I said, you have worked on. I was thinking about this. I'm very loyal when it comes to um. I had the same, as you know, I got locks. I have the same loctician for the last 20 something years. My son is 21, so what? 20, yeah, probably about 20, 21, 22 years. How long?
mhm.
Uh, you the only mechanic I've had since the last 17 years. Um. So like I said, when yeah, I came to the shop one day. I said, you know what? I need to do a show about car. And so a lot of people, like I said, a lot of times we think we know, but we really don't know. And I always want to get people that's expert in the field that could pretty much break it down and let us, let people know exactly, the ins and out and so forth. So that being said, man, I really, really appreciate your service over the years.
My
Um,
pleasure, man.
yeah,
So,
man. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much so moving forward. All right, so before we wrap it up, moving forward, um, what's some of your plans or some of your long term goals? I know you say you want to do the race car thing, so is that something you want you're trying to put together?
nah, you want more? Feel me? No star.
Hey, listen,
Yeah,
man.
listen, it come down to Pamela told me years ago, I'm
Yeah,
too dangerous to be on a bike,
yeah,
so I got to stay in a car. So,
mm,
and Chad, I'm getting to a stage where I had enough speed in my life.
yeah,
So, race car thing, I'm going to go watch some road rider races and stuff.
yeah,
I wish I would be in wheel, but then reality sets in, is like, that was a period in life. I'll do it for a short period of time and then cut out because it really it's on a bucket list. It's now moved from a goal to a bucket list.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So yeah, my wife, she had to tell me, don't even. I tell her I want to go faster and faster. She's like, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah. So,
So real quickly, man, if you have someone right now that's listening to this podcast and they have aspirations of becoming a mechanic, what advice would you give them?
go in it for the love.
Yeah.
Don't go in it for the money.
Mm,
Because if you're going for the money, you're not gonna enjoy it. You want
yeah.
to go to work every day and look forward to go to work.
Yeah.
Even when things go wrong, you still look forward to go to work
Yeah.
because it's gonna go wrong. No, no, maybe, but it's when, and it
Mm,
will go wrong.
mm.
Because you might like we do engine and come back and put the engine in a car and think it good. Spend
Yeah.
7 hours put the engine in a car and find the engine not good. You gotta take it all back apart next day.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
So it's all if you love it, you never work a day in your life. That's
Yeah.
important to me. And because you love it, you'll always go to work and with a smile on your face and you know, you can enjoy it. But the bad days will come, but you enjoy the bad days and it's all done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wanted to take time to share, how people can find your business and, get in contact with you if they need, your services and whatnot.
Yeah. But we're located at 5502 Bel Air Road. We use
Mm,
the side entrance with Montana Avenue.
yeah.
If you can find the phone number is 443. Oh, wrong number. 410 444
uh,
0500.
yeah,
So,
and for those of you, especially, I want to help you here. Those of you who's, especially on in the East Baltimore area, it's right there by Platter King.
yep.
Right there by
It-
Platter
you
King.
can't miss it. That-
Yeah, you
so,
can. So, Marlon,
so,
man, once again, thank you so much, man, for taking time out. It's Sunday, busy schedule,
you're
and
welcome. My pleasure.
yeah,
So,
man. You know, see you soon.
yes, yes. Hopefully, if somebody sees someone turn a mechanic, call me. I'll give you any advice you need.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
yeah. Also, if you're buying a car and you need a Carfax search, you
I'll
know,
pay with it. I'd rather get the right car than get the wrong car. So
yeah.
sometimes, you know what? It takes 10 minutes of your life to make somebody happy. It's worth it. So, yeah.
Well, Marlon, man, once again, man, appreciate it,
A
and
pleasure.
see you soon.
All right, definitely.
All
All
right
right.
then.
Take care. All right.
Yep, that was the man himself, Mr. Marlon Battick, MB Auto. Like I said, man, I've known this brother for the last almost 18 years. He's my personal mechanic. And a lot of times, man, I try to bring people on the show that I actually know personally when it comes to especially the service industry. And yeah, I could definitely vouch for this guy, man. This guy is I've stories upon stories where this guy worked on my vehicle and he told me straight up, hey, um, this is the issue, but we can hold on with that and do this. Or he might even work on the car and there was another issue that I didn't see. And he would just, yeah, take care of the issue. And a lot of time wouldn't even upcharge me. So for all those things I really appreciate. But anyway, that being said, man, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and supporting the Alonzo Bash podcast. And of course, make sure and follow and subscribe and leave a review. Very, very important, leave a review. It kind of helps with the algorithms. And currently we at let me see what 193 on the ranking. So I'm excited about that. And that's the last 30 days, So we getting up there. So of course I need your help, I need your support, and make sure and share this to someone that that you believe could benefit from the podcast. So once again, man, make sure and follow me on all social media platform at Alonzo Bash. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.